Hi everybody, and welcome back to Lundy's Wild Camp Store Bushcraft. As you can see, I'm back out, and this is the location where I tried to come on Boxing Day. Couldn't get across the river because it was too deep. So today I've put my wellies on, and lo and behold, the river's dead low on any weight. So this location is ideal spot for firewood and everything. It's nice and flat. I'm underneath a yew tree. I do believe it is a yew tree. That's going to give us lots of cover in any way. I don't think we're due any rain or high winds or anything. Set up for tonight, I'm going to be in a snug pack bivvy and a tarp. I'm not sure of the configuration I'm going to make yet, the setup. I brought a chainsaw along to test out. I tried doing that on Boxing Day, but obviously got called home with an emergency, so we'll try and get that done today. And yeah, just good to be out. It's actually really pleasant. It's about 4 degrees at the moment. This morning when I finished work it was -5, so the weather's north changed. It's going to get down again into the zeros or even below minuses tonight, so I need to make sure I'm snug as a bug, out of the wind, nice fire going, nice food, nice couple of drinks, and a nice chilled out night. So let's get it set up. Right, well, it's 3:30, so you can see the sun's starting to go down now. So I've got about another hour and 15 minutes, something like that anyway. So there we go. That's me setup done. So as you've seen on the time lapse, I've got the plough point using the DD super light tarp, works perfect. Me snowpack stratosphere bivvy bag with all my bits and pieces that I normally bring, me OEX, the 5 and 900 sleeping bag, me Thermarest mattress. Underneath there I've got the Thermarest Neo, what's it called, something like the foam mattress type thing under there, just to protect my main mattress, and it also gives us extra little bit of heat. On the bottom there got us like a survival tarp, so that works out sweet. So that means I've got all my bedding area there, and I've still got room to have a seating area and all that there when I get my Bergen sorted out. I've got the snug pack Bergen, it's about 50 litres, and then the side pouch on the top. It's ideal, like if I pack it right it'll feel more comfortable. But yeah, that's the setup for tonight. Just got a few little tweaks to do off camera, obviously, little niggly things to get set up, and then we'll start getting some wood. So just up there's a load of big fallen trees with loads of lovely branches. I've got some rocks just there on the ground, so I'll bring them over, make a fire area. So obviously I've got the tarp nice and high. As you've seen, there's a lovely branch there and it's just perfect. Put the elastic around so I don't need any ropes anywhere. And then yeah, that's it. On the sides I've went and put all the leaves up just to cover the gaps, stop any wind coming through during the night. And yeah, it's on a slight little slope going towards my feet, but that's no bother. I'd rather have the slope going to my feet than to my head. And I'm going to leave the window open at the back there, just to allow some air to get pushed through tonight, so I don't get any condensation. So aye, perfect, lovely setup this. I've never done a plough point for a long time, like. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to get myself something to drink, some water, and yes, I have brought my brew kit this week. My brew kit was actually in my bag that I had on my back in a little hidden compartment that I didn't even know I had put it there. So I could have had a lovely cup of tea when I was away. And anyway, waffle, see you in a bit. starting to get a little bit cooler now. Right, well, hopefully things are going to start quieting down now. Starting to get near the sunset. So camp's coming on great now, like as you've just seen. I've just done a fireplace with some rocks that were really close by, so that's happy days. Still got a few rocks to collect and add to it, but yeah, that'll be sweet as a nut. Not too far away from me setup, but not too close that it's going to cause any damage. So the nice lot of big flat rocks on the bottom there, and then I've just piled some up around the back and around this side. I've just got that side there to do. I've got another big rock down there, and there's some more at the top. So once that's done, next thing I'll be doing is, I've already got a bit of wood already that's ready to drag down. I'm going to drag that down, start processing it. I think I'll get the little chainsaw out, give that a go, see what that's like, and then we'll do a proper talk about it tomorrow or later on tonight when I'm settled, because I need to get wood cut. I can't be doing reviews on kit when I'm busy trying to beat the light. So anyway, I don't know where I looked up there for, but anyway, let's get some wood sorted, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, well, I thought I'd come and show you where I'm getting my wood from. I haven't even used my axe or my saw yet, and I've got a massive pile of wood already. Obviously I've got to process it, but some big trees come down and all the branches and all that have snapped, so I'm just gathering them. Looks like some of them have been cut, like, but yeah, there's absolutely tons of it all lying around everywhere. So I'm not taking any trees down or anything. I'm just gonna end up coming up here and cutting a couple of these limbs off, some nice big chunky bits of wood there, get them processed, and the fire's gonna be mint tonight, like. But because it's nice and dry up here as well, you can see it's just everywhere. Look at all of that, man, tons and tons, and there's even more over the far side there as well. So anyway, I'm going to continue doing that. I might have to take another layer off. I'm sweating already just dragging wood, but let's get this wood sorted and then we can get settled, have a drink, and get the fire going. Wait, it gets a little bit darker before the fire though, but see you in a bit. Well, as you can see in front, I've got absolutely tons of wood. I haven't even used the saw yet. It's just loads of bits that's all piled up on top of each other. So all I'm going to do now is get this all processed, and if I need any more, there's a lot more up the top there. So I've had to take the top off because I'm sweating, so let's get processing. Right, as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit darker now. So I've been snapping up loads of twigs, got a kind of good piles on me, my little magic carpet, and now I'm going to start cutting some thicker bits. Alright, and then rather than using my normal hand saw, I'm going to use this. This is a mini chainsaw by Sika. Okay, it comes with 2 batteries, charging cable, manual instructions, couple of tools, bits and pieces. There'll be a full review coming out on this in a week or 2. Okay, but for now I'm just going to see how it works. Obviously it's got a nice handguard and everything, battery on there. Just press a button, press that. It's a little bit noisy, alright, so hopefully we don't attract anybody, but let's get some wood cut and see how it does. Right, through there, lovely. Making sure you've got safety in mind at all times. As you can see, I've got this actual bit of wood that I'm cutting raised off the ground as well. Alright, it's making this job too easy. You just take your finger off the button and you can't press the trigger, look. Alright. Everybody needs a Sika. It's not that heavy either. Obviously that wood is a little bit thicker there as well, look. but it's still going through it. The bigger bit. Right. Starts jamming or anything, what you do is take your finger off the trigger. There you go, and look, it's cutting through this, and no bother at all, like. Right, so it's just stopped there for a bit, obviously because it's been going, it's cut a canny bit of wood, and it's only meant for like pruning and things, so just let it calm down a bit, take your finger off the trigger, just check the chain and that, chain's still nice and tight, press the trigger in, and there you go. It only needs about 30 seconds just to cool itself down a little bit. Alright, back to the wood. Getting thick of this wood now. See, it's just shut itself down a bit, but obviously it doesn't want to overheat. All right, obviously I'll go through all the specs on the main one, but basically that's it. There you go. If in doubt, give it a clouter. Right, so that's basically that done, and yeah, I've cut through quite a bit of wood there, as you can see, nice pile. I've got another pile at the back. I'm going to do that off camera, okay, and then I'll start splitting some of it down as well, just so I've got some finer bits of wood, and there's absolutely tons lying around as well, so if I need little twigs and things I can easily pick them up as and when. But there you go, working again, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, just let it calm itself down a little bit, and then crack back on. I'm going to see how much wood I can cut with this before the battery actually runs out, so I'll see you in a bit. Right, well, as you can see, I've got absolutely tons of firewood there now. Got four different piles. That pile there is what I've just cut with the second battery, and then I'm just letting the motor calm itself down. All this is what I cut with the first battery, so it's done pretty well, that chainsaw like. Yeah, so let's turn my light up because it's a bit dark now, like. Right, so that's enough firewood done, and if I need any more I can just do it as and when I need it, because I normally always do too much in any rate. So I think it's time to get sat down, get myself comfortable, get things organised and have a drink, and then we'll think about getting the fire going, because it's after 5 o'clock now, like, and it's pitch black here already. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay then, so it's 5:30, it's getting a little bit dark and it's a little bit cool as well. So as you can see, I've got the fire sorted there, all my wood, I've got my chunky wood near the fire, some littler bits for to get it started, thicker bits, and then even thinner bits again. So I've got like 1, 2, 3, me 4 piles of wood. Okay, got my fire layer all sorted. So all we're going to do now is, let's get the bloody fire going. And then we're going to have a Jack Daniels and Coke. And then once I've got the fire established, I'll be starting my food prep. Dead straightforward fire starting tonight, no pissing around. So all I'm going to do is, I've got some of these little twisty things, love them. There's quite a lot of people on YouTube use these as well, like it's just for quickness, isn't it? I'm gonna kick the boat out tonight, and I'm gonna do 2. Right, well, here we go then. Let's get started. There we go, nice and easy. Let's put my fire starter in here. Move my grill now out of the way for now. Maybe it's not then. All these little twigs. Start getting these on. Yeah, there's definitely a rugby match going on. Well, yeah, I've got some decent wood here for tonight for the fire. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. I think I can just see the top of it on the bottom of my screen, like, so it should be picking it up all right. Now I'm just going to get some of these other bits. There we go. One lovely fire, nice and easy. Great when you've got nice dry wood, isn't it? Oh, not that much smoke. And anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to let this fire take shape itself. I'm going to have a nice big fat one on the centre here. A nice one there. There is a little bit of dampness. I can see a little bit of dampness on some of the bits, like. Happy days. Just let that burn. There we go, lovely fire. And I'm just sitting there, so I'm not that far away. Edge of my tarp is just a half a step away, so not too bad. But you can see I've got tons of wood, like. Well, it's definitely time for a drink now, like, so get me cup out. My first Jack Daniels. Lovely, jubbly. Just make sure there's no in there. Oh, it's definitely getting cold now, like, I think it's going to drop down to about -2 to -5 tonight. So obviously it's a lot colder out in the sticks, isn't it, compared to being in the built-up areas. But yeah, looking forward to this drink. I've left me little cosy thing on it as well, to stop my hands getting cold off the cup. But anyway, cheers everybody, and welcome back. Oh, pure nectar, that. Pure nectar. Well, I'm going to put my lid on just so I don't put any shite in it. And I think I'm going to get closer to that fire, like. Because I tell you what, it's bloody cold. Right, well, hi everybody, and sorry it's been a little while. It's now 6:30, so I've been about an hour and a half. I've just been sitting chilling in front of the fire. It's absolutely amazing, the heat. Having decent wood, dry wood, is fantastic, like. And yeah, and I've just been sitting talking to Rooney for a bit. He's definitely not going to be coming out tonight. So Rooney, catch up soon, son. I think he's going to do a FaceTime call with us. If he wants to, we'll get him on camera. But anyway, time to get some tea on the go. So tonight we're going to be making a beef stew or casserole, whatever you want to call it. So I've just went and purchased a small bag. It's a mild and tender casserole and vegetables. I'll probably not use the full bag. Whatever's left over, I'll probably just put out for the animals. Then I've got a full pack of beef. I've took it out of the main pack because it's just too bulky, and put it into this food bag. And then I've got all my little bits and pieces. I'm only going to be cooking it in a small little pot compared to last week, so we're going to get that on here. And the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to get some oil. Just going to put some oil in there, get it heated up. Actually, I think I'm going to put a little bit more oil in because it's not enough there. A little bit of oil there. And then we're just going to hang that on my pot and it stays up. This pot hanger, it's right on the other side of the fire and all, like, so it's a bloody nightmare. So we're just going to hang that on there, get a little bit of heat into that while I'm getting other stuff sorted. So like I say, inside of here we'll just have a quick run through of what we've got. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat the oil up. I'm going to fry off the the beef, sorry. And then I've got a bag here. It's got some mixed herbs, pepper, salt, and a bay leaf in. In here I've got two beef stocks and 2 oxo cubes. I've got some garlic and I've got some tomato puree as well. So I'm just going to put all them down there. I think that pan will probably be warm enough now, and so we can add the beef. I should have some blue rubber gloves on, like, but as long as I don't touch the raw meat, I should be alright. Oh, there you go, a little bit of a sizzle. I'm just going to get that on there. And what I'm going to do is, instead of putting it on the hook, because it just keeps on, it's too far away from us, I'm just going to move some of these sticks to one side. I've got nice rocks here in any weight, so I'm just going to put that down there like so. Take my spoon out, put that on the lid, and I'm just going to fry that off. Let's just bring you a little bit closer, and hopefully that's picking everything up there. So yeah, so I'm going to put my gloves on, and all I'm doing is I'm just quickly browning off this meat. Just quickly, the fire is absolutely red as like. We don't want to cook it, we just want to brown it off. Leave that for a little bit longer. And what I'm going to do is, while that's doing that, I'm just going to get my garlic, make sure I've got it all at the bottom. I'm just going to hire a quick squirt of that in. Probably too much there, like, but never mind. A little bit of tomato puree. Put my gloves back on. Give that a little bit of a mix. It's starting to brown off nicely, not now, like, lovely. Right, so I've got that browned off, so I'm going to take it off the heat for now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some veg first actually. Like I say, whatever I don't use, I'll just end up getting put out for the animals. Obviously it'll all shrink down a little bit as well, like. Oh god, that's hot. I'm just going to mix that in with the meat. So it's got leeks, potato, carrots, swede, and onions, things like that in. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my bag here with all my little bits and pieces in. Actually, I'm just going to rip the top off because I don't need to keep the bag. Like I say, it's got pepper, salt, bay leaf and some mixed herbs. So that's them all put in. And then what I need is the stock. I'm just going to hide one stock in because it's not a big pan. Now I'm going to get one OXO cube. Put that in. Put that rubbish there. And then, instead of water, what we're going to add in is a nice can of Guinness. I did drop it before, so it's probably going to splatter all over. There we go. Oh, I tell you what, that heat off the fire is unbelievable. So we're just going to pour this in till it comes over the top. I'm not really a Guinness drinker, like, but I'm not going to let it go into waste. So actually, do you know what it is? That Guinness is bloody lovely. I think I might drink some Guinness on a camp, like, oh, that's lush. Oh, right, and then what we're going to do is give that a little bit of a mix. We'll let it bring it down a bit. Put that bay leaf back on the top. Last little bit there. Here, the widget. Right, so I've put my garlic in, I've put my salt and all that in, put that in, them in. That's it, happy days. So, what we've got to do now is put the lid on and get this hung up on the pot stand for about an hour to an hour and a half. So, I'm going to put a glove on. Lift this pot stand up. Oh, you fucker, that's hot. Sorry for swearing there. I've got a bit of a hole in the just going to put that to the back of the fire. Push this in a little bit long, a bit more, without spilling me stuff. That's going to be perfect there. Not too much heat, but enough to get the cooking going. Well, time's gone on a little bit and it's now 20 to 9. My tea is ready. It tastes absolutely bloody lovely. So anyway, what I'm going to do is just going to get this pan off the fire, bring that arm around a little bit, and then what I've got is my little titanium frying pan. I'm just going to put that there and take my lid off, put that on there. And yeah, stew is ready to go. Wish I had a big serving spoon like what Rooney had, like, but never mind. Let's try and get some of that juice. Oh, it's going to be enough here for a couple of portions, like. I've already took the bay leaf out. Do me for now. And all I'm going to do is just going to get this, put this back on here, and just leave it at the side there to simmer away. And then here we go, look. So there we have it. Obviously I've got enough there to make another bowl, but the meat, oh hey, that's bloody lovely. Right, let's get sat down. Right, so here we are, look at this. Lots of nice little bits of veg, loads of little chunks of beef, and obviously having the can of Guinness in. I put a tiny little bit of water in halfway through the cooking process just to keep the fluids going, and I tell you what, oh, just the right amount of everything. So got a nice little bit of a tiny little bit of crunch to the veg, but the meat, oh, it's just falling away. But anyway, I'm the only one that's going to taste it. Rooney's not here, so I'm going to have a little taste of the actual sauce. That is bloody lovely, that, like, oh, that is going to fill a hole, and then I'll have a little bit later on. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to get back to sitting in front of the fire, listen to a few tunes, and I'll bring you back later on. I'm sorry there hasn't been much action in the last couple of hours, but I've just been absolutely chilling and enjoying myself. So I'll see you later on. Right, well, good morning everybody. It's bloody freezing. I've been up about 5 minutes. I think it's getting 8 o'clock, so we're getting sunrise coming soon. But yeah, I didn't go to bed late last night. Like, I just thoroughly enjoyed myself, just sitting chilling next to the fire. The fire was absolutely fantastic last night, like. But yeah, I'm gonna get a brew on. I'm just walking back to my camp. I've just been having a little walk around this morning, but as you can see, well, I don't know if you can see because I'm underneath the tree, so it's a bit dark, so I'll put my light on. The fire was brilliant last night. As you can see by the amount of ash I got through a tiny bit of wood, like, I've still got a little bit of wood there. I think what I might do is I might get the fire going again. As you can see under here, this is what happens when you have nice firewood. Got a nice big bed of embers there, ready for to get started again. And we set up. So I kept a little bit of wood back last night just to get a quick little fire going, get warmed up, and then yeah, happy days. Oh, well, that's bright, that, like. Let's turn that down a bit. Yeah, so fully masked up this morning. As you can see, it's Baltic, but
this is where these little hand warmers come in handy. So I've had that on this morning in my bed, just getting this warmed up a bit, and I've just got it in my pockets, just one hand at a time, like. But yeah, good night last night. No hassles whatsoever, no strange noises or anything, so that was brilliant. Like, well, as you can probably tell by my voice, I'm a little bit bloody cold, so I'm just debating whether to get a fire on or not, because I don't know if there's going to be any dog walkers walking around this time in the morning. I think I might just risk it, like, because what they're going to do, just ask us to move on. I'm going to be moving on soon anyway, in the next hour, a couple of hours, so yeah, I think let's get a fire on there, and then I'll have a look at my dirty pan, see if I can clean that and get a brew on. But anyway, enough waffling. Good morning, everyone. See you soon. Well, hi everybody. Well, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I've just been sitting chilling. I've done a little bit of packing up, but I'm in no great hurry. The fire is giving off lots of heat, even though there's not loads of flames. The embers are just so warm, it's unbelievable. I keep on picking the odd stick up off the ground, snapping it up, putting it on. So I'm on to my third and final brew of the morning. I've had my porridge. I'm starting to run out of water now. I think I've got enough left for a couple of sips of water when I go for a little walk around. So I've got about another 4 or 5 hours before I need to be home, so I'm just going to enjoy myself and relax and chill out. I've been watching the field in the distance, and there's been deers there, so I've been like going up to the bush and stalking round, but as soon as I get round to the trees where there's a gap in between the trees, they sort of like disappear. So, but yeah, we're in an amazing spot, a lot quieter. I think it's because I've got a bit of an ear infection. I've got a bit of a blockage at the minute, so I'm only on half par with my hearing. I've got a bit of a build up of wax. So, but yeah, what a brilliant spot. Perfect weather conditions, obviously a bit chilly like, but perfect weather conditions. A bit foggy this morning, but that was nice to wake up to. A bit atmospheric or whatever you call it. I can't say that word, can I? But yeah, nice lovely brew. A tiny little bit of hot water in here to clean me porridge up, and if I get hungry later, I think I've got a little tin of sardines. I'll just eat that straight from the tin, because I'd rather drink the water than use it to cook stuff in. And yeah, that's about it really for now, unless anything interesting happens. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed it. What a nice way to just chill out and relax last night. Lovely food. I think I was a little bit too much salt in it, like, but other than that, one of my favourite stews I've ever made myself. I would say it was on par with the one Rooney made me, like, apart from the salt intake. Yeah, stews in these weather conditions are the way forward.
I nearly brought out a nice big steak as well, like, and some veg and tatties, but stew. I had 2 lots of helpings of it, and I didn't waste a bit. Even the juices got drank. But anyway, I'm not going to waffle anymore, and I'm just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Right, well, that's me all done. Everything's squared away. Place looks like it should do. I'll leave no trace. Alright, and that's it there. So that's the location where I was camping. All nice and tidy. All I've got to do now is just quickly dry that pot off. Obviously I like to sterilise it when I get home because that water's contaminated. And then put me other bits and pieces away. I've got my bag of rubbish there in the top. That'll be going into a little stuff sack that I've got here. And then that's it. So all that leaves for me now to say is thank you very much everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I really had a brilliant night last night, and I've had such a lovely fantastic morning, just sitting chilling in front of the fire, having cups of tea, and having a nice slow pack up. I never show me pack up on my videos because everything has its place, and I take my time, clean everything down. Basically my Bergen is now packed and ready. All I've got to do is charge electrics, put food, water and alcohol in my bag, and that's me ready to go for the next camp. So I don't have to piss fart around when I get home. Unpack everything, clean everything, dry everything, unless the tarps are wet like, and that's it. So ready to go for the next one. Fingers crossed it'll be soon. I'll see you then. Thank you very much. Don't forget, like, comment and subscribe please. It does help the channel.